Hello violas, this is Miss Duncan with the viola tutorial for Paseo Poe Madrid, which is the black belt test on page 46 of String Basics Book 1. I want to point out a couple of things and then I'm going to play it in a nice moderato tempo so you can play along. So the first thing I want to point out is the time signature. We have 4/4. The next thing is the key signature. We have 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. Now the tricky thing in this one is the road map. So the first 2 measures are piano introduction. That's the bottom of the page. You don't have to worry about that. We're going to start at measure 3. We're going to play 3 through 10, and then I see a repeat sign, so we're going to play 3 through 10 again. Then we go on to 11 through 18. The end of measure 18, it says D, C, al fine. DC means da capo, or the beginning. So we're going to go back to the beginning of the piece, which for our purposes is measure 3, and play until we see the finish line, which is that fine at measure 10. So I'm going to start it and play it like I just described it, and then I'll, at the end, point out anything else I think you might need to know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about that bumpy A at the end of measure 9. So the only other thing I want to point out was that slur in measure 10. You heard me count it out very carefully the first time through. That's because there's a temptation after all the 8th note slurs you've done in measure 4 and 6 and 8 to slur really fast. I hear a lot of students often go, but it's not the rhythm. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, the other thing I want you to notice is that I invented a little bow lift at the end of measure 18, so you can chop off that half note a little bit short just to get back to a down bow for measure 3. Remember, if you have the IPS, that's an app that's available on desktop, laptop, tablet, phone, and there's a code in the back of your book that you can use. It's going to have the piano accompaniment. It's going to have backup tracks to every single song in the book. So I would encourage you, if you have your book at home, to take a look at that. Good luck.